Might have a first blood. Yeah, they'll get vision of Insania here. They've got a lot of stuns here.
Yeah.
It's balanced though, but...
Aether right back in. Throw out Illuminate. Insania, he survives a little bit longer, but they might be able to turn this around. They might be able to get a kill on No Tail, although Boxy going and throwing out that Astral Imprisonment. It's gonna have them just split off, and this is not looking great now for Mickey as he's forced to use the Fairy Fire Drops. The Blood right here still gonna go down to Thompson. He gets himself a double kill. It's looking like a great mid lane for him to start off with, but they could turn this back around. Thompson sitting at 17 hit points. He's gonna be able to survive this.
Ooh, that's really close. I didn't know if he was gonna want to live because then he was not gonna be full heal, but great salve to keep him healed up, and 3 kills to start things out for OG. This is the upside to the heroes that they have. Chaos Knight has a stun. Wraith King has a stun, single target. They also had Aether Remnant on Void Spirit. It's very easy for them to kill people with 3 single target stuns and a little AoE. So it might hurt their laning stage a little bit. Thompson's not going to be able to last it with Resonant Pulse. They'll have to use Aether Remnant instead, which is less reliable and less effective. And mid one's also going to have a stun instead of like Vampiric Spirit or Mortal Strike, but not too weird for them.
Yeah, I think Thompson's okay with getting 2 kills right off the bat and going to lane, right?
A good exchange for sure. He's already got a full Null Talisman. He's also 200 gold towards his next Null Talisman, so definitely a decent lane start here.
He's gonna have to duke it out here with Koifa in this mid lane. Top Insania and Soxa just gonna be trading back and forth a little bit, making the breathing room for Mickey and of course Seb.
I'm laying this though. Insania in a little bit of a weird place because he got Swell level 1. Take a ton of damage.
Oh
like
yeah.
6 HP. Oh no!
What's up? There it is, up there.
He got Fade Bolted, so Salva's gone. He could have juked in the trees, but he kind of stood there. Stoxa poked his head out. I was like, yoink! Really did like a 350 damage Fade Bolt. It was real good. So Insania already in a tough place, not having Stroke of Fate. A little harder now if these guys stay here too long. And as a result, mid one's laning 1v2 against a OD and an Earth Spirit, and he looks to be in some trouble here.
Yeah, I don't know. Taiga's just gonna chase him down.
He gave up. He knew he wouldn't be able to get away. There's boots on Earth Spirit already, so.
How do you feel about this? The fact that they're running this tri-lane top and leaving the Wraith King alone. Although another initiation here for a moment. The drawback over onto Insania. Seb does have that Chaos Bolt, and he will be able to collect a kill. Like, is this the play here? Obviously, the fact that Seb is going to have a difficult time, catching up if he falls behind, but leaving mid one alone and letting them get the kill.
It's a little tough because you're basically punishing a support in exchange for your core getting punished. Mid one's last hits are, he's only got 3 right now, so he's not doing great. But on the bright side, the OD also has kind of equally low last hits, and OD did just get some nerfs that are probably more significant than Wraith King's. Wraith King's stun is a 17-second cooldown at level 1 right now, which is going to hurt his ability to kill heroes and defend himself in the laning stage. OD lost 5 movement speed, 1 armor, and he can't orb as often, only 6-second cooldown. So, but he can do stuff like this. Guarantee that the banish doesn't get him. The blast.
Back here over onto mid one. Decent amount of damage being traded back and forth as they created themselves their own little mini lane off to the side.
Yeah. Oh, and also banish now. Astral Imprisonment costs 150 mana instead of 120, so he won't be able to do as much in the laning stage, but he should still be able to get his hammer at around the same time, I expect.
Now, I know there's some very strong feelings on OD in the offlane. What are your personal feelings about this? Besides the fact that, of course, he did just get nerfed.
Really good at laning, for sure. Like, you have good matchup advantages, but then you get to a position where you only have AoE. It's based on your Meteor Hammer only, and then you end up falling off a lot compared to most heroes. But you can transition into, like, saving allies or setting up allies. That can work. But if you're just trying to win lane, it's really effective, for sure, in the right matchups. But it's definitely weaker. The laning stage definitely got nerfed here, so we'll see if it still feels useful.
It's a nice combination being able to throw out the Wraithfire Blast and then follow up, of course, with the Keeper of the Light Illuminate. And, having the Chakra Magic always feels really nice.
Nerfed Wraith King Skeletons. They only do 34 damage instead of 37. Really doesn't matter that much. It'll make a small impact on his farm level. Salve getting interrupted on Wraith King. He's got plenty of tangos though. He seems to be doing fine. Thompson Oni mid lane 27 last hits. That's very high. Has killed some wolves, I'm sure. It's got to be part of it, but keep in mind he got those early 2 kills. Got his double Null Talisman really fast. He's got a full bottle. See if he can get the rune. 50-50.
Going up top. Yes. The better mid player here. Even gets the kill on the wolf.
Beautiful. He's happy. But Quickful just back in jungle a lot now. He's not farming that poorly either. 23 last hits on him. So everything's going fine. CK's doing really good. Seb got 25 last hits.
Though Mickey's having a little bit of trouble here. Does have the wand though, or rather the stick. So be able to heal back up. He's got Insania nearby to go and put the salve on him.
This is the lane that's going the weakest for Liquid. Mickey's still last hitting well, but Bloodseeker has to be careful not to die too much. I think the Wraith Band is perfect against CK. You just basically need to make sure he doesn't kill you too many times in lane. A little OD-esque.
Taiga tossing out a stone here on the bottom lane. We'll just slow down No-Tail a bit, but a lot of skirmishing back and forth between these two here in this bottom lane.
He's gonna bring the creeps together. We grabbed a bounty, nice.
Yeah, he had the haste room. Worked out pretty nicely for him. It's a nice filled up bottle. Roll forward over onto No-Tail to kick back, but can't follow up with really anything beyond that.
Fine. He spent 150 mana to do a whole bunch of damage to No-Tail, so this is worth it. Making them run around like this to chase after him is a good use of time, because this is going to buy time for the Meteor Hammer to finish. And once Meteor Hammer gets finished, then we're going to see heroes start dying. Like, if they banish and set up on Wraith King or Coddle can't interrupt that disable, that chain. If it goes opposite way, if they go on Coddle, yeah, Wraith King could interrupt it, but it's probably only a matter of time till they get a kill, because OD is over leveled here, and because he's pretty darn close to getting his Meteor Hammer finished. It's only like 400 gold away or something.
Roll forward again over here onto mid one. Stone tossed out over onto No-Tail. Wraith Fire Blast comes in, but Taiga's just a little bit outside of that Illuminate.
Doing such a good job pressing. They might kill Wraith King here. Yeah, they banish him. Okay, never mind. He's got a 13 stick. Not enough spells just yet, but he's low. Everywhere.
Get off a couple pings. They know that Taiga's here. Roll forward though again over onto No-Tail. They should be able to go and get this kill. Taiga's going to be able to walk away. Goes and pops his own stick. Boxy waiting, does not, of course, have that Meteor Hammer just yet. He's going for the dive here. Can they punish us? Look at this. Look at all the TPs coming out. They're saying, God, why is Boxy allowed to do this? He should not be allowed, as Thompson makes his rotation, gets himself a kill.
That's the nerf right there. 5 movement speed, 1 less armor. He has that kill otherwise.
Ooh, Taiga, he wants it to roll it over on mid one. And he finds it. Saksa can't get enough damage off. Oof.
Didn't have the mana. I don't even know how he saw him. Did he just guess? I have no idea. That was insane.
Yeah,
though.
He must have.
Huge kill. That's going to recover things nicely. Meteor Hammer very close. 75 gold to go for Boxy. And because Wraith King isn't even 6 yet, that's really terrifying for him. It means he's extremely killable here.
Look at this. All right, let's get the replay here. Just the roll on in. Bam! Right on him. Kicks his bones to the curb.
I don't think he had vision. He just...
Look at the smile on his face.
He just did it. That's insane. Going on No-Tail on the bot lane. Gonna be taking some damage. Probably gonna die.
Yeah, he's going to die.
Boop. Wait. Okay, yep, he did die. Yep. You're right. Fully blocked in. No escape there.
No.
For the Horseman. Yeah, a rough one for Call. He's only died twice. He's 1, 2, and 4. He's been doing okay. Bloodseeker is doing all right top. Not amazing. CK is certainly doing better. That's one really good thing for OG. Looks like CK is going to go for a fast armlet. So he's going to use this to lane control, do a lot more damage than we normally see out of CK. Keep in mind, CK off lane, not the best team fight, but he's a very good lane winner. And if you get ahead in net worth, you can be really effective.
And they have been spending so much time chasing Taiga around here. The Aether Remnant just a little bit too slow coming out from Thompson.
I love that he put a ward down before he TP'd as well, so he still got something done by being here. Pretty cool. And Thompson also very farm this game, so that's what they're going to have to deal with on the Liquid side, but they're small net worth advantage, but I guess one solution is just to leave the lane against the OD.
Just watching the wolves in the Necro book just chomp away over at No-Tail. What a hero. What a hero Lycan is, and what a item Necro book is right now. I'm surprised that. I guess we'll probably see items getting attended to a little bit later, although the top lane will go. They'll land that Inkswell. They'll take down Saksa. Seb just having to teleport out.
Yeah, this is the lane that they need to stabilize on Liquid side. They need to get Bloodseeker more ahead here. They can't let him just stay in this solo 1v1 setup. I do love that they just left the lane against Boxy on the meteor with the meteor hammer though. Once he completes it, they just don't play here because it's not worth it. If you just leave him by himself, here's the negative. You can't push fast. Yes, you can meteor hammer creep wave, but then you can't meteor hammer the tower. So if you just leave the lane, most offlane heroes will just AoE the next creep wave, they'll skip the creep wave, and then the tower dies relatively fast. But just leaving him here is going to buy them time to jungle and still gain some net worth without allowing him to punish and wield his net worth advantage.
They're bringing in someone, though, here in this bottom lane. They have a nice ward, though, to scout out some vision. Thompson's down. Take down a ward on the side. And already, though, you can see Boxy's just backing off here. 10-minute runes are going to be up. Thompson making his way forward here. He's going to run into Taiga and No Tail, but they have that setup here with the meteor hammer. Thompson, though, is a little bit off the mark here as they'll try to put out as much damage. They get the rupture off, though, over here on Thompson. He's sitting up high, but they have the stone. Can they kill him fast enough? They drop the hammer. Down goes Thompson. They'll get a kill on Saksa. And now they're going to wait patiently for their next victim. And it's going to be a No Tail.
Still works out great. Awesome rotations there by Liquid, and the benefit of the OD setup is it buys you 4 seconds to initiate. Most ODs aren't actually maxing Astral Imprisonment all the way here, but Boxy goes for it. It gives them a little bit more time to rotate over, and they're barely able to punish Thompson. Huge fight, and now Liquid sitting with a Lycan on the top of the net worth. Here's the engagements. Keep an eye on the map when the TP start. Here's the banish. Here's the meteor hammer. Instant TP from Bloodseeker. He's going to rotate over. Very close to the right timing, but a little off here. Ends up jumping to the left, sees the Necro units, runs straight into Bloodseeker, and then the OD ulti. Barely able to kill him here. This is the other benefit of picking OD here is that he's playing against a Void Spirit. Void Spirit has a lot of mana, therefore he gets more mana when he banishes him back, which is going to increase his ulti damage and his arcane orb damage. So decent setups there.
Looks like they found a kill on mid 1 while we were watching that replay.
Oh my god, that was without Lycan ult.
Had a little help from Insania.
Yeah, he didn't skill his ulti, so he didn't lose it at least, but huge that they're able to kill the enemy carry like that without too much impact.
This is nice, though. We have Insania rotating now to the bottom lane. Taiga's also there, and there is a 3-on-3, but the teleports are coming out, actually. They're trying to punish Koifa. Thompson hunting through the woods, not going to be able to quite find. Drops the Aether Remedy. He's still hiding off into the trees. It's going to run forward, though. He gets spotted out by Saksa. Saksa, though, taking a lot of damage from all of these creeps. He is going to fall, but they'll be able to get themselves a return kill. Bottom lane, though, No Tail was here. He's got the blinding light. Looks like he's barely... No, that little bit of burn will take him out.
A lot of
and a courier goes down. Koifa just happens to find it over there. God, everything is just happening.
Great gank from Koifa. He kills a support and a courier.
Yeah,
he died, but...
Okay.
Good.
Drops down the blood right. Thompson sidestepping it very nicely. They'll use the rupture. They need detection, though. The wolf's still standing nearby over on the mid lane. Mid 1 taking a lot of damage. Yeah, again, he's just ticking down to this Earth Spirit. The damage that's coming out. He's trying to lifesteal off of it. They drop another rock. Okay, that's going to be the reincarnation. He's coming back up again. Do they go back in? Thompson, they see him. They have a sentry ward down. Liquid just backing off. They're going to respect it. Reset. Just go back.
It was kind of cool there, and the rupture as well, because like while it didn't kill Void Spirit and they didn't get the detection there in time, it did buy them time to pressure mid 1. I mean, they burned his ultimate, so next time they go for him, he is super vulnerable. He does not have his armlet finished yet. He's absolutely killable. He is close to it, about 200 gold to go, but Liquid's definitely putting some good map pressure on, and they've got Lycan ulti ready to go on the top lane, so next fight is going to be hard to slow down. If they can kill Seb, this would be really big.
They're looking. They've got the Wolf. They've got the Inkswell on it'll land, but the follow-up here coming out from Thompson. Can they go and take down Taiga fast enough? It's looking like they'll be able to find it. Over in the back line, so No Tail, he's just having such a dangerous time here as he's just getting chomped away by all the summons, but over in the back line, Koifa, he does fall. No Tail still trying to play Ring Around the Rosie, trying to get away. He's like, team, please help me. Saksa, look at the damage he took just from that one Necrobook creep. But on the bottom lane, oh dear. They have found themselves a mid 1, and they will take down the king.
Okay, they got him at least. I think No Tail got pretty lucky there. The summons missed a lot. Blinding Light gives a 40% miss chance. I saw like 3 or 4 attacks that got missed in a row, so that helped keep them alive. And then the fact that everybody in OG is ready to go on the Lycan. They don't have the best AoE stuns, but they have amazing single target disable. So being able to just jump on Lycan and lock him down pre-BKB is one good option. And they kill, that's 2 deaths in a row now for Quakefa. So game's pretty even at this moment.
It is pretty crazy the amount of pressure that both teams have been able to put on the position 1s.
They've done a good job, but Bloodseeker's in a better place at the moment. he should be accelerating pretty fast. He's got Blood Rage maxed out, and he has the Maelstrom, which is the best way to accelerate. You can pressure lanes, you can pressure jungle. He's well positioned. The supports on the OG side are sitting fine now. Sox is level 8, as is No Tail. So they're in decent spots, but the game's pretty much wide open at the moment.
I had this feeling that the game 3 was either going to be very fast or it's going to be a long one. And I have a feeling this one's going to be a bit of a long one, Purge.
That's what it feels like right now, for sure. Obviously, Lycan's going to fall off a little bit as we go ultra late game, but kind of so will CK a little. Maybe not because his net worth is the highest in the game, though. He's almost got an Echo Saber picked up after his armlet. His damage is going to be insane, actually. And Echo Saber works really good with CK at the moment, because Chaos Strike is a chance to proc, not like a hit on the first time like Wraith King's is now. So his damage is going to be crazy good. And because all Liquid's cores are very, like, single target survivable, CK deals with those kinds of heroes pretty well. Doesn't have AoE, but he can kill these, like, high HP cores.
Soxa knows that they're keeping tabs on him. They do have that sentry ward, but I'm not sure he's aware of how many people are coming down here. Teleports are coming out. The silence. Taiga rolling forward. Thompson does have a double damage. He's going to try to punish Taiga for going too deep here. Mickey, the follow-up, though. They do have the rupture off. The roll forward coming out from Taiga. He's absolutely fine. Boxy dropping the Meteor Hammer onto 2. They get the kill on Soxa, and it's looking like they'll get the kill on Thompson as well, as now Mickey just trying to man-fight over here with this OD, just chonking him down. That is going to be the reincarnation, but Seb is here over onto the back lines. He's gotten Taiga down. There's going to be a lot of damage coming out. Boxy, he can't stand it. He is going to fall as Mickey tries to man-fight. There's just too much here as Koifa nibbling away over in the back lines. Can he do enough damage? Will they be able to get the stun off? No, they're not going to be able to. Mid one, he's still left. No, at the last second, Insania throwing down the stroke of fate will take out mid one.
Seb carrying the game for his team here. He's even got the Possessed Mask. 7 strength, 7 more lifesteal here. Absolutely dumpstering that fight. It was really cool how it started, though. That was Grimstroke ulti, double banish with OD, and then he drops the hammer. It hits both these guys. Watch for the Grim ulti as they go in. Insania moves forward.
Right here.
Here comes the leash. There's the banish. They did it at literally the same time. And the hammer hits 2 heroes. It looks great. CK on the backline there has already beaten somebody up who I assume is going to die. Yeah, that was Koifa losing half HP during his ulti. Seb is the problem right now, without a doubt. He is too tanky. Mickey did try to fight him, but he can't out DPS him, and Seb was going to lifesteal way too much back. So now their lack of AoE is hurting him a lot here.
Looks like they're going to try to make plays in the bottom lane again. You see No Tail smoked up over on the side. Seb is still here, though. Use the Wolves again, trying to get that Inkswell off fast enough. It'll land on Seb. Stroke of Fate going right through the roll through, coming out from Taiga, over onto 3. The Magnetize. Banished off, followed with the Meteor Hammer, but the Banish coming back out. Taiga, is he going to be able to roll out? No, he's not. They'll turn their attention again here over onto Seb. He's toggling very nicely, though. They need to get some more damage out. They need to do it fast. The Seb does go down. They'll find a kill on Thompson, and these puppies are on the run here. They can see Soxa, and they want his blood. Down he goes. The Mickey gets a double kill, and down goes the tower.
The only reason Soxa died there was the nerf to Coddle 2 days ago. The recall took 5 seconds instead of 3. Soxa dies because of it. Impactful patches matters, guys. There's another great example. But completely different fight for the reason that Seb uses ulti. He goes in, but the difference was Liquid gets to go in him first. They burned Magnetize and all of Earth Spirit's AoE to lower the illusion health, lower the HP of Seb, and that's why they got the kill. So if Seb can pop his ulti, go hit a backline, fight somewhere else, before like Taiga goes in, they can absolutely win fights, but Taiga is the solution right now to dealing with the CK until he finishes Heart. And once he gets his Heart, it's going to be a very different game. Because one of the big advantages to Heart right now, I think this works, is that it gives a lot of regen. The regen that you get also applies to your illusions. So even though your illusions are weak to AoE damage, Heart helps offset that, not to mention giving them just a huge amount of damage and HP. So once he finishes Heart, game's going to change again here for OG, but he's only about 2,600 gold away from it. Once he gets that finished, Seb's going to continue being a monster.
It still feels like it's so neck and neck here as well. These fights have... Yeah, look at this map. My God.
Yeah.
Back and forth. You can tell both these teams, they really want this series. Very important for Liquid here as well.
What they really need on Liquid side is an AC on Lycan. That's certainly going to be huge. A lot of physical damage coming from CK, from Wraith King, even a bit from Void Spirit. If they get an AC, armor for their team, minus armor against their opponents, that will certainly help them in these fights. But he slowed down a bit. Almost had Drum, then he died twice. maybe 3 times. So AC's coming a little slower.
We are going to see the Ags very, very soon for Topson as well, which could be very, very nice for the side of OG. Having that little bit of extra silence is always very, very useful, especially against heroes like the Grimstroke, right? Very important. They've been putting the Inkswell on the Wolves most of the time because they're so speedy, and they can set up nicely with it.
Yep, almost no threat to putting the Inkswell on them. So they're very likely going to pop on somebody. It's a good way to initiate. Pretty classic combo. Maybe not classic, but it's a more recently discovered one, like less than a year or 2 ago. But
Purge. They're going for the Dark Portrait on Insania.
Ooh.
I've been seeing this more and more, and I like it. I really like it.
It's a good game for it. Do we have a Radiance? Yeah, Wraith King's also building Radiance. So you got 2 options. You either put it on Wraith King to get a Radiance illusion that crits sometimes, or you put it on the CK, who also has incredible illusions and is building towards illusions. It's a great game for Dark Portrait. This makes a lot of sense.
I love it. I love it. This is going to be a bit before they reach it, but there's a haste stream picked up by Taiga. They spot out Soxa. Topson, though, over on the low ground. So it's a little bit of a split-up fight. They get the silence off, though. Mickey backing off. Soxa still man-fighting with Taiga. There's a whole other thing going down, but they do manage to land over here onto Topson, but it's not looking great now for Boxy, because mid one is running in fast. They drop the Aether Rim. They're not going to be able to quite go and grab them. They'll turn back around. They're kiting the Wraith King very, very nicely here, as Taiga does run himself away. At these Necro Book units, they're chonking away over on the back line. They'd love to go and finish up over here onto No-Tail. He's trying really hard to stay alive. And they'll just reset.
Okay, so only Rubik dies, surprisingly. A lot of spells used, though. Illusion is, or his ulti is just such a low cooldown. Even with the cooldown reduction, but it's up again in 30 seconds. It's like he's just always ready to fight here. But they picked up Sox on the back line. Wraith King getting recalled to the bottom half of the map, which it's a bit safer.
I like how they had their own little 1v1 going on while everything else was happening in the river.
There was a Blood Rage too, and I thought that would be kind of impactful because they did pop Magnetize on the Rubik, but hey, good to kill, take him out of there, and that lack of disable taking Rubik out probably helped out anyways.
And closer to that heart over on Chaos Knight.
He's basically there. No-Tail going to cool item too. Perseverance straight into Lincoln's Sphere. He wants to stop the disable. Whoever it goes on. Rupture or Banish or... I guess that's the big ones. Maybe Grimstroke ulti you could block, but a little hard.
Yeah.
Boxy trying to finish his BKB because he is definitely vulnerable to getting ran at right now.
I like the way Liquid's moving around the map, too. They're really kind of sticking together for the most part, so if anybody gets initiated on, they can immediately respond. But that is the heart completed, and it is the fastest this patch.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, we don't see CK too often. Seb won his lane, played very well so far. Only he's died 1 time, so yeah, he's not surprised he's got the heart at a good timing.
How do you feel about the itemization over on Topson? Because I know a lot of the times we'll tend to see the Void Spirits going for the Euls first because it's also a save and it's a setup. In this case, he opted to go for the Ags first.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously Ags Void Spirit is very common. It's like one of the 2 builds. And Euls, it's nice to have Euls for sure because he can protect himself from the silence setups. But most of the silences are like, with the exception of like Earth Spirit 1, they're easy to dodge. Maybe not easy, but they're dodgeable with assimilating other spells. So I think it'll be fine. They just got nice.
We see Topson opening up. They have the Rupture with the Blood Right. Boxy making his way over here. Topson being held in place. Need to be a little bit careful. The rolls. Nice step down over to the bottom side, but he's going to be able to keep dodging around. Stepping forward, they get them linked up here with the Grimstroke ulti. Double silence coming out as well. Mid one, though, has a lot of damage. Topson, he goes down so quickly here. Nice save coming out from Boxy. He's going to be able to keep him alive. Soxa goes down. Over on the side, mid one, thinking he wants to go back in again, but he's getting kited. Mickey might need a little bit of help here. Boxy, he has a BKB. They'll go and they'll drop the hammer. They'll get the first life of this Wraith King as now they turn right back around. Taiga roll it on out. Easy peasy. They have their eyes over here on the CK. He's a big tanky boy here, Purge. Are they going to be able to finish it up? No, Boxy, he's going to fall, and they throw out another Stroke of Fate. The Blood Right gets dropped as well. No-Tail running for his life, but look at Mickey. He is a race car. He's just running after him. He's got the Inkswell on him. Gonna turn right back around. They want this kill on Topson. He doesn't have buyback after this because he already did. Trying to dissimulate by a little bit more time. Mid one, though. Okay, Topson goes down. Mid one. He's the only one standing right now. He's trying to run away, and they just chase him down. Mickey with the ultra kill.
And it's not just Mickey there, guys. That was Taiga saving his ass multiple times. Taiga playing so aggressive, rolling into 3 huge heroes with Inkswell on. He looked super dead but he has Ghost after. He pops it, buys him time to disengage, he rolls away, then Mickey gets in trouble, but then Taiga swings back in, punches Mickey to safety. Also kind of lucked out, he rolled through some neutral creeps, therefore Mickey could kill them and then re-engage with more HP. It was really sick. What a fight for Liquid, and now they get an Aegis. It's even better here for Team Liquid. They're in a good spot right now. CK's starting to feel a little bit less effective, even though he is hard to kill, but importantly, Liquid's feeling like they can just kite him consistently.
And I mean, they definitely have. We're getting so close to the Agnum Scepter over on Insania. We'll have that Dark Portrait up soon. BKB completed now here for the Bloodseeker. Liquid is playing their draft exceptionally well with the speed that they need to be doing it.
Sure. Yeah, and the items are finished basically. About 15 gold here for Grimstroke. Ags is finished on him. Hell, Soulbind, the Wraith King to the CK. Then you get 2 Dark Portraits. That would be sick too.
Oh, baby.
Why pick, you know? AC is about halfway done for Lycan. And now Bounty fights.
Taiga realizing that something feels a bit off. He's going to roll back in again, just taking that Aether Remnant to the face. Not really too worried about it though, because he has the rest of his team standing very close by.
Upson's net worth has dropped off so hard this game. I mean, he was top for a bit there, but just a couple crucial deaths. They've done a really good job of dealing with them, and it's really hard because he kind of has to be the frontliner. This is again one of the issues to not having a traditional offlane hero, is that those heroes usually stand in the front. But Wraith King is a little scared because of the mana drain. He hasn't bought a shard yet, so maybe he's not that worried. But CK is more of a counter initiator or initiator directly. Like, someone has to give the vision, and Topson being gone at, he just has to try to stay alive. Maybe Yules would have been better with that considered, but Silence is good too. It's just they haven't quite had the right setups for him.
It's been very difficult. I mean, one of the reasons why Seb had such a nice start too, besides, you know, the fact that the laning went especially well from him, is the fact that, like, he's able to swing around these angles. Like in the bottom fight early on near the tier 1, he was able to kind of help get the pick off, and they didn't initiate on him, so he was allowed to have this free reign. But oh my gosh, there we go. We have the Assault Cuirass finished now for the Lycan. And they're hunting Seb right now. Boxy has a haste rune. He's not going to find him though, so Seb's going to be able to stay alive here. But again, we do have Dark Portrait online for Insania. They are just trying to take over this map.
Tune up Shard wants to get those extra wolves on the map.
Oh, no tail.
That'll be effective.
No tail, no. Run. Oh, okay, that's a good play here. Taiga spends a little bit of time on the cliff. Of course, can roll right back down again.
Yeah, perfect placement on the Blinding Light to stick him up there. Keeps him alive. Sentry is going to spot out the ward. Able to steal Banish with that at least, so
That's a good save.
protect his allies. Be really good if somebody gets ruptured. Just keep banishing him.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Rupture cast range for Bloodseeker. Just wants to better be able to land Rupture on the right guy. And it's kind of crazy that Liquid's been in this good place in the game. They haven't even taken the mid tier 1. It hasn't even felt like that at all. All the fights they've taken have felt pretty decently on their terms, but just trying to win fights, get skirmishes, and not too worried about buildings just yet, surprisingly.
Elven Tunic picked up now, or found from the OD. They're chasing after Seb. We'll use the Rupture on him. Go immediately. Using that ultimate, the roll forward. He's got his BKB though, so he can stand and fight. Mickey, with his own BKB, is going to turn right back around. He's taking a decent chunk of damage as we do get on the back lines. That Soulbind. They're gonna walk away here. Seb is just standing his ground, trying to man-fight, and he's so tanky, but they have plenty of damage. Mid one though, dropping the hammer coming out now from Boxy. Can they take him down? It's not looking very good. It looks like Seb does finally go down over on the lines though. Boxy, he's trying to run away. He doesn't have much health left as they find the kill over onto Topson. The roll forward coming out from Taiga. He's looking for anybody else who's straggling around. Not gonna find it. They immediately turn and make this into a tower push. Is there still a fight going on? Are they chasing after mid one?
A little bit.
Little bit.
A perfect reaction from Liquid though. Instant Ghost Scepter. Like, Seb had the BKB there. He pops
Taiga?
Ghost Scepter and Earth Spirit. Oh.
Taiga rolling right into mid one. Stroke of Fate comes out though. Taiga, is he gonna be able to survive this again? It's looking pretty damn good. The banishment comes out. They'll be able to pop that reincarnation. Mickey coming right back up against Sox. That goes down. The roll forward coming out from Taiga. He's just staffing around them, dancing beautifully. They just can't get their hands on this Earth Spirit. Over there on the side, no tail goes down mid one. He's not gonna survive this either. Mickey gets himself a double kill, and they'll get themselves yet another tower. Eventually,
there are five dead heroes on the OG side. It is looking like this game is trending towards over. Dark Portrait there on the Wraith King doing tons of damage in that fight, even killing the Keeper of the Light. And it's just, it feels almost impossible for OG to fight now. Void Spirit's trying to get a Yule Scepter, but it does kind of feel like the lack of Yules has hurt him a lot here. They interrupt the Rolling Boulder, but he's got Ghost Scepter. Dark Portrait gets made, runs around a little wacky, but picks up the Ink Swell, gets a great pop on 2 heroes. He's going to solo kill the Rubik here. Ends up guaranteeing that the Coddle goes down as well, and they are just running down Wraith King.
Got those Mjolnir procs over there with the lightning. Just doing them in here.
Yeah. Really good against Radiance too. Every time the Radiance ticks, it gives you a chance to get Mjolnir Reflection.
Look at the reaction.
I looked frustrated. He was like, "What are you doing, guys?" To his allies, is what it looked like to me. Pretty decent item, Cloak of Flames. I assume Elven Tunic goes to Bloodseeker. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Make him faster, give him evasion, more attack speed, all excellent stuff.
God, Taiga's just playing out of his mind this game, I have to say. Oh, Seb, everywhere you are, there they are too. Inkswell connects, the rest of the team is here, and he was tanky early on, and now he just looks like paper purge.
Yep, it's only a matter of time until CK starts to feel like a weaker hero. It's hard. You basically have to like take this net worth advantage, and you have to just like carry it into ganks, transitioning. Like if he buys, like, and I'm not saying this is the right item build, but if he goes like Blink instead, then you can do things like ulti in darkness, blink in, jump and kill guys. But it's like, it takes a lot of resources to do this. It's a little hard to execute. And ever since then, it's just been Liquid finding decent initiations. OG just feels confident looking for these fights because they are hard to execute. Like, how do they even initiate a gank?
Thompson. Oh, Thompson jumping over onto the OD. The roll forward, though, again, coming out here from Taiga. Go, they'll stun him up, hold him into place, throw a couple hits out, and Thompson is no more.
Just getting chained to
Jeez, and now they're already pushing into the base. Mid one.
Quick was natural habitat.
Dash.
Click your own Lycanwolf? Oh, that's so sick.
God, mid one, he can't stand toe-to-toe with him. He can't stop this push.
He can't.
Look at this, they've got their Dark Portrait. They're just chasing after Soxa, chunking away at him. The roll forward again coming out from Taiga. They'll stun him up. A save coming out from Boxy for a moment. Not going to be able to roll on out this time here, Taiga. It's going to be a little bit too far out, so he does eventually fall to mid one. But they already they took a tower and they took most of the buildings here in this bottom. Just a little bit of health with 101 hit points left on that Rax.
Game's looking rough for him now. Basher up on Bloodseeker with his insane attack speed, sorry. So it should be really easy for him to deal with these BKB heroes now, considering he's also got BKB. So they've just got the itemization here to offset the high HP single unit cores, the CK and the Wraith King. Bloodseeker is looking really solid here. If you can, especially if you can kill one of them as the fight goes down. That last fight at the Bounty Rune top, he ended up killing the CK in time, got a huge heal out of it, like 1,000 HP or something. You can't win the engagement after that for OG. So it's like they're going to sit back. I think they're really worried about a smoke at the moment, or they're backing themselves to smoke.
Either way, someone's smoking, right? Yeah, look at this Insania. Does
Nobody's smoking, actually.
No one's smoking. All right.
They're in a great position on Liquid, but game's not over. 7k advantage for them. They could definitely still throw this if they have a bad team fight or two. And with Blink Dagger up on Wraith King, it can start a lot better for OG.
Here we go, Purge. Mid one showing. Everybody else is smoked up on the side of OG. They're standing on the high ground. They're baiting mid one. Foxy, very far forward here, but not taking the bait. Realize, no one's showing in any of these lanes. Something might be up.
They smoked their other heroes to go look to see if they could find like a split pusher on the top lane, for example, but not able to catch any. There's still no BKB on Lycan yet, so this is maybe what they're aiming for here.
They do.
And curiously, Lycan also going different talents than normal. You want the Shapeshift movement speed and the Feral Impulse damage. Most Lycans always go cooldown with Shapeshift duration, but he just wants the stronger damage, finally opting for the new talents that are a little bit more buff. Now they want to fight.
Taiga's hunting. He's looking for whoever he can find here, and they aren't going to run into Seb. BKB immediately coming out. They also have the Rupture. Seb having to just kind of dodge around a little bit, goes and gets his ultimate off, but over on the side, BKB coming out. He's just taking too much damage. That's a 10 times kill streak. That gets taken down here. So Go gets a Soulbind out. Boxy, his BKB has just run out. This is not looking good for the OD as he's going to get sliced apart. Over on the back lines, Taiga. He's not going to be able to roll away from this one. Thompson getting himself a nice double kill.
Way too many mistakes there. Dark Portrait gets spawned, but looks like it's like a Void Spirit and something else. So, I mean, just basically Bloodseeker just overestimating his ability to fight the CK. CK still does an insane amount of damage. He just got Blitz Knuckles too, it's 35 extra attack speed, and they crushed that fight. That is what they were worried about. They overreached it a little bit too hard. Like, they have to deal with the illusions, and then the Bloodseeker is going to be fine, basically. But they kind of just, like, went all in right away. He got completely surrounded, and then he's trapped. Doesn't have phase boots. He went treads on Bloodseeker, so I think he just got stuck in there and had to commit. Nobody wants Aegis?
Yeah. Question mark?
I mean, Wraith King doesn't want it. CK is probably comfortable not having it.
All right, mid
so
one. Oh, mid one. He wanted to maybe grab something here.
They want Thompson to have it or something.
All right, Thompson is.
There's wolves in there.
They need to be
they
careful.
Gonna deny? They get it.
Oh!
They get it. Why?
Why?
Oh, okay, he was waiting for recall. I think they were waiting for Cut ulti to come up so that he could recall Thompson so Thompson could take it. Thompson was pushing the bot lane.
So greedy.
It was, but well played by Quakefa. Hangs out the wolves in the area. Here's Thompson way on the bot lane. He just got his ulti up. He turns it on. He starts the recall. And it's just too late. They can only kill one of the two wolves.
I can't believe that just happened. But yeah, good on Koifa for sending those puppies in there.
Yeah, well done.
God, that's.
It would have been funny if they timed out right before they killed the Aegis, and I could have said the patch matters again. The Lycan wolves only last 50 seconds instead of 55 now. I didn't get it though.
I'm sorry, Purge. You're gonna have to maybe find yourself a new slogan for those T-shirts.
I will. All right, I'll find something.
There'll be other games. There'll be more times. I'm sure you can say it again.
My new slogan is Alchemist offlane is usually bad, but not always.
That's a terrible slogan.
No, it's too long.
That's way too long. Compared to like Capitalist whole thing of like, you know, Earthshaker good, Nyx Assassin, third pick bad. I don't remember the other one.
OG has shown to us that Alchemist offlane is not always bad, so gotta update it. Too bad
I think we gotta work on your slogans, dude. Ever since Yellow Everyone, this is Purge. We've really gone downhill.
In a long time since I got a new one, true.
We'll workshop it, don't worry. We'll ask the D&D folks what they think too. Smoke coming out though from the side of OG. They're hoping that they can get themselves a nice pick off here. Snowtail's just charging at Koifa. Immediately though, the BKB coming out. Rolling in over onto the back lines. Taiga trying to make things happen here. Gets off the Magnetize. They're gonna be able to go. They take down No Tail. Mid one just ticking down. They're trying to go and kite as much as possible. BKB though coming out from Seb Boxy. He's already got his BKB up, but it's just taking so much damage. The leash comes out though over here onto the side.
God.
They do manage to take down Mickey. Now they're turning their attention over here to Boxy. By a little bit more time as they chomp down over on Tops, and Koifa though still running around. They take down Boxy. They'll chase down again. Taiga just doing so much work here. Stroke of Fate coming out. They'll take down Seb. Can they grab mid one though? Look at Mickey. He's a race car just running over there. They need something to cancel out this TP. Never mind. They don't need anything to cancel out the TP because they're just gonna take him down for his first life. They'll go back in a second time. Can they get the kill again over here on mid one? Yes, they can. Koifa on a killing spree as Saksa hiding in the trees. He says, "Oh please God, please." No, it's just a circle of pain as down he goes in the forest. The buyback coming out now from Seb. And just Liquid running him over, going right back in again.
That's what keeps happening. Ruby keeps stealing Dark Portrait from Insania. I'm like, where are these Dark Portraits coming from? But
everybody wants to be an artist.
Bloodseeker, Mickey making a bit of a mistake again. He keeps committing to fighting these two cores with BKB on when they both have BKB on. He's not going to win those fights generally. Mjolnir's doing no damage. They just have way better physical damage and they crit. He ends up dying, but the buyback helps him come back and clean up the Wraith King, and now they get a chance to go high ground. But if Mickey does this one more time, there's going to be some issues.
Well, he's got to play this very, very carefully. They don't have Boxy to come in and save him either. So, Fortification comes out. They'll clean up the creeps real nice like, though. It's Koifa with his army is going to assail this tower.
He's got to be careful.
No Wraith King still for another 30-something, but...
CK could ulti kill him. He doesn't have BKB. Oh, he did have BKB, but if he gets, I don't know, disabled some way and CK goes on him, like, he could definitely die here. So they're just going to keep the map control for now, use the Necro 3 to do some dewarding. We'll find a sentry. We'll see if they find the ward over here on the cliff. If not, it's almost dead anyways. They want utter Roche control.
We're going to see some more puppies in this game soon here, Purge.
What's that?
There is an Ags.
Oh, it's really good this game. So the biggest thing that holds Ags Lycan back from being good is that you need to have another melee core on your team. If you use it on a ranged hero, they become melee. Sniper melee, not good. I've tried it. It doesn't work.
Of course.
But a Bloodseeker, extra movement speed, base, okay, he's going to be so fast actually, because his base movement speed is going to become 650. Now when he gets percentage-based movement speed from Thirst, it's going to be based on his like 650 movement speed, not his like 365 movement speed. And he's going to get crits, and if Lycan and him are both slapping, they're just going to heal each other. It's actually pretty freaking cool, this game. I look forward to seeing it. A Bloodseeker is basically like a Lycan wolf anyways. Like, he should be a Lycan. Fight him already.
No, he's not.
Blood, kills people.
There are many creatures that go after blood and kill people. In fact, that's how most people die, is because of something going for blood to kill them. Purge, please.
It makes sense.
I do like this item over here on Taiga. He does have the ninja gear, so he's going to have even better placement. In fact, as I say this, immediately, mid one walking forward into so many people, force out the BKB. He's still ruptured, though. Does have to be careful. The Necro books, of course, just kind of running past him, trying to do some scouting.
Dark Portrait.
One held into place.
I kill No-Tail.
Might, as mid one is still just man fighting over here. And he goes down for the first time. No-Tail still running away from this Dark Portrait. He hates it, but more importantly, the real Wraith King goes down.
Dude, Insania is owning these fights. He just instantly makes a Dark Portrait. These things have 30% movement speed bonus, and he uses it to just instantly go for the back line. Breaking Blink Daggers with Radiance Burn, almost killing No-Tail. Only reason No-Tail lives is if he turns his ulti on, which gives him more movement speed. It's the only reason he's alive right now. So big fight there. Mid one did not expect to run into all of Liquid down there.
I should hope not.
Yep.
But,
Quickfoot bought something else. Did he give up on the eggs? He bought Basher instead, it looks like. Yeah, he changed his mind. Unfortunate. Not going to see Bloodseeker in his natural habitat. Instead, going the item that makes sense. Abyssal Blade's going to help them counter BKB heroes, basically. Help them chain initiate.
There is a Silver Edge completed as well on Sep now.
Okay.
I immediately see it, obviously, but...
The break against Bloodseeker is very good. But if he gets his BKB off, doesn't matter that much. But it's a nice item transition. Gives a lot of stats right now. Actually, no, it doesn't anymore. They changed it. Is in. All right, less good than it used to be for a CK here, but needs a way to initiate though. At some point as CK, you need a way to like jump in to make the fight go more straightforward. And he's gone all damage. Reality Rift pierces spell immune and bonus Chaos Strike chance. So he's just trying to get as much damage as possible here.
It feels like this Wraith King has been dead for an eternity. It's going to be back up in about 11 seconds, but the map has been just thoroughly covered here by the side of Liquid. They're moving together, and they're really trying to punish. In fact, look at this. Yeah, you can see the scouting coming out from the side of Liquid. They see Thompson over in the corner. Looks like he's going to be able to get out, though.
That's his only stun is the roll, so if he misses it, he loses his chance.
Again, this ninja gear just so value on this.
It's really good here. Yeah, because he just needs to be the guy that moves around and initiates. They've got Gem as well, so just should be utter map control. See if they find the one on the cliff, though.
Oh, they're hunting. A little bit of ships passing in the night as there's a smoke from the side of OG as well. They're hoping that this time they can get the initiation, but right now, no vision.
The time for Insania to put a ward down, though. Roche could be up, so they're going to move over to the enemy high ground. If they control this area and they spot OG on the opposite side of the map, they could take Roche. If Roche respawns, it's up really fast, actually. There's a 30-second respawn. This is pretty good for Liquid. If they push out the top lane, they spot enough OG heroes bottom. Can't just be one, though, because Cuddle can recall. But, oh, here's a Dark Portrait mid.
Dark Portrait over here on the Chaos Knight. The kick forward at the Rupture. BKB coming up, but they have the Abyssal Blade coming out here from Mickey. He's chomping down. Get the... Oh, the hammer gets dropped. Stadia just taking him out here as they chase after No-Tail. No hope for him.
That's a dieback.
That is indeed. And look at the way that Liquid is just chewing through these buildings. Mid one jumping onto the back lines, going onto Boxy. The follow-up to its Soulbind, though, will leash them together, hold them in place. Followed up with the Blood right here. Taiga rolling around. They have the BKB up and running over here onto mid one, but they still take down Thompson. He is going to buy back Gem over onto the ground. Mid one chonking away. Taiga's just going to roll on out, but they can go back in again. That stroke coming out. They have another Dark Portrait just running onto the back lines. This is looking like a first-time dead here for the side of this Wraith King, and it's looking like he's about to go down right here, right now. Double kill. Buyback coming out from Wraith King. He's got to be very careful. He can't afford a dieback.
They got to end the game.
They're going
Can't
for
make
it,
us good.
Purge. They're going right for it. They've got the creeps. And they've got the damage. By God, they're sending the boys out. Say, hey, get these guys off of our buildings.
Little scary for Liquid, but not terrible. Man, they're controlling Void Spirit so easy this game.
They've got another Dark Portrait up.
Did they?
They're just, you know what? They're just painting portraits left and right. Mid one jumping in, though. Immediately the silence, the save coming out from Boxy. Trying to get them off of these buildings is just so hard. There's a big crit coming out here. Mickey backing off. They have the Abyssal Blade that they jump right back over onto Thompson. Mid one trying to put out as much damage. Can they kill Taiga? No, they have not been able to take him down just yet. Okay, now he goes. He falls, but Boxy goes down. Thompson goes down. The buybacks are coming out. Boxy coming right back, and so is Taiga. Mid one, he's got that reincarnation again. Coming back up. Can they kill Koifa here? Stunned up. He's locked down. It's looking pretty good. He's trying to run. He cannot. Mid one gets himself a double kill. No buyback over here on this Lycan.
Okay. Well, it ended up not being worth it. I'm sure they would have loved to take Mega Creeps. The Tier 4 towers actually helped a lot there. They kept clearing the Dark Portraits. Dark Portraits take a lot of bonus physical damage, but they are magic immune. So every time you Dark Portraits and those get destroyed, it helps a lot. Then that Tier 2 tower still being up makes a big difference. And Roche is up. I totally forgot about that. They definitely could have just backed in Roche.
Buyback now.
Scepter.
Coming out from Koifa. They want this Roche. No Thompson for 80-something seconds.
They have to do this, because if they don't buy back Lycan, their opponents can maybe posture for it.
Mid
But
one.
now they have 5 heroes.
Mid one, he's in the pit. They see him. Not gonna jump on him just yet. They go, they put the ink swell out. They'll just go, turn around, they'll take down the vision. Taiga, though, rolling forward here, does find Saksa. Mickey jumping over on him with the BKB almost immediately. Seb, they go and they drop the hammer. Mickey searching, wants to try to take out Seb. They get a nice soul bind off with the Abyssal. Double Abyssal coming out now. It's beautiful. As they go, they buy a little bit more time. They protect Mickey. Can they take them down? This is looking really good. Seb, he dies down. And now it's looking like they'll get Saksa. They'll wait patiently here for mid one. He's trying to run away. He cannot escape Liquid. They go and they banish him up yet again with the Meteor Hammer. No Tail tries to do anything that he possibly can to try to save his king, and he's not going to be able to. He goes down. No Tail gets taken down. Team wipe over on the side of OG.
And that is almost surely going to be the game. Unless Coddle can defend this by himself. We'll see. But
That was very
amazing game
optimistic,
from
Kurt.
Liquid.